At least 7 people have been killed in a shooting near a synagogue in East Jerusalem. It comes after what has been one of the deadliest days in the West Bank for years.
Police presence still on the scene. We're in East Jerusalem, but between a Palestinian neighbourhood behind the camera and a Jewish neighbourhood behind the police cordon here. The attacker's car that he used to try and escape the scene is just up the road. The front door is still open. The police managed to chase him down and they shot him dead. They say that they're not looking for anyone else in connection to the attack. 7 people have been confirmed to have lost their lives, some more critically wounded. It wouldn't be a surprise if the death toll rises, but already the attack tonight is the worst terrorist attack in recent Israeli memory.
The attack happened around 8:30 on Friday evening in an Israeli neighbourhood of East Jerusalem. A gunman went into a synagogue and opened fire on Jewish worshippers as they were finishing prayers. Jerusalem police say that they arrived quickly on the scene, chased down the terrorist and shot him dead. The wounded were rushed to hospital, some in a critical condition. The bodies of the victims lay on the ground where they were shot. Itamar Ben-Gvir, the controversial right-wing politician and now Interior Minister, arrived at the scene. He previously has promised to take a tough line on Palestinians, and now this is his first big test.
This attack happened just hours after the start of Shabbat, the Jewish day of rest. It happened on International Holocaust Memorial Day, and it came after a very violent 48 hours in the West Bank.
Nablus has been the centre of Palestinian resistance. Balata, which is on the edge of the city, is the largest refugee camp in the West Bank and is regularly raided by Israeli forces hunting their enemy.
We've been taken to see fighters from the Al-Aqsa Brigade, one of the biggest militant groups in the West Bank. This is their stronghold. They're in regular fights with Israeli forces here, and they've agreed to speak to us on camera.
They are young men, heavily armed, and say they're ready to die defending their land.
الوضع الحالي للران مخيم بلاطة تصعيد من قوات الاحتلال على المخيمات بالضفة الغربية وخاص مخيم جنين ومخيم بلاطة عدة اقتحامات بتكون فيها الوحدات الإسرائيلية الخاصة. امبارح تم اقتحام آخر المخيم عندنا وتم الاشتباك مع جنود الاحتلال واعتقال شابين من داخل المخيم.
The alleyways of Nablus's old city are decorated in posters celebrating dead militants, many of them killed in recent months. Israel says they were terrorists, but for many young Palestinians, they are heroes, martyrs who died fighting the Israeli occupation, and the talk of a new intifada is growing louder.
The terror attack in Jerusalem has been celebrated in Gaza and the West Bank as revenge for the raid in Jenin earlier this week. Without international intervention, this situation threatens to spiral out of control.